Alrighty, so I thought I'd make a video today since it's raining and I can't do much of anything else, as you'll soon find out. I've been talking about this place for a while. I said there's a place around the corner from the house that's got our semi-trailers on it and that I'd make hay on. Well, this is the place. It's a 13-acre plot of land. I don't want to say it's a farm because it's far from it, but it's a 13-acre plot of land that I made hay on for a few years, and right now I'm in the process of cutting it, or was in the process of cutting it, and it started to rain. Now you're asking, why are you cutting hay when it's supposed to rain? Well, for one, it really don't matter because it's going to be fed to the goats anyways, and it's pretty much nothing but weeds, so it doesn't really matter what it's going to turn out like. And two, it needs to be mowed anyways, and it's just going to save me from having to do it with the bush hog, because the hay mower is wider than the bush hog. But this field right here that I'm driving in is the field that had beans in it that you seen me cut with the gleaner, the throwback video. That was this field, and I want to do a little video on it because I'm kind of at a stalemate with this farm. The guy that owns it used to live across the road, well, kind of catty-cornered across the road, and we farmed it in halves on hay, this field here. He would get half the money, or he'd take half the hay, and I'd get half the hay, and did that, and he ended up getting a better job and he moved to Vermont. Well, ever since then, I've been trying to figure out a way to work this field. Either just rent 5 acres, because about 5 acres of this farm's farmable out of the 13. And rent it off of him and do what I want out here, or do it in the hay and do the 50-50 thing, or I don't know. And he wants to sell it too. He's offered it to me, but I don't know if it's worth what he's offering. What the heck, I turned them down. I don't know if it's worth what he's offering. I think he wants too much for it, but I want to continue to farm it, do something here, because just watching it sit and grow up ain't, I don't like it. I need something done with it. And the reason we planted beans here is we was going to replant the hay because it was starting to get thin, and right after that he ended up moving to Vermont and was talking about selling it, so I didn't want to invest the money into seed to redo it. And with the price he's asking for it, I don't know if it'll sell anytime soon, so I'm kind of kicking around the idea again to reseed it. And when I do, I want to do this area too that's up in bushes. That used to be farmed with the fields up back there, and it's foggy in the truck because it's raining. But I want to put that into production, and right before he left I went and pushed back the edges of that over there, and then back over there I pushed back all the edges. So that made it about 5 acres that was farmable. Back here is about the best area for any farming. It lays wet right up here in front of the truck every once in a while, but he put in a tile to kind of help with that. But you can see it goes up and around over there a little bit. And then this tree line here, I pushed it back quite a ways. You can see what's not mowed there, maybe. That all used to be overgrowth, and I pushed it back, but the tree line is the edge of a pond. There's a pond over here. I don't want to drive through there because I don't remember where all the rock piles are. There's a pond over there, and then you got this land here that's pretty flat. And then over here where the hay wagons are, it's flat, but it's not really farmable. It's got a lot of concrete chunks in it. This ground used to be a big sand pit. They'd sell sand out of it, and then they ended up filling it in. The guy that owns it, he bought it, and he was getting fill dirt from the city when they were redoing their brick roads. He would get the dirt when they'd redo the road and have a few pieces of brick in it here and there, some asphalt, nothing major. Well, the guy that was hauling the dirt was talking to a company that was tearing down the city pool and said, hey, I know a place where you can dump that concrete. And that was this place. And the guy that owns it said he didn't know it was going on, and by the time he realized what was going on, that company that tore down the pool was already gone and out of business and couldn't be found, because he was going to have them remove all the concrete. He got a dozer in here and they pushed it all towards the road, which is up in front of me, and some of the pieces came to the surface, some of them got buried. But from about, use my finger, here that way is all risen ground. It's got concrete in it, and like by the trailers and over is flat farmable ground. There's probably about an acre up there that can be farmed, and pretty much this pond area and over there really can't have anything done to it. So, but now it could be cleaned up probably. There's not really that many chunks. I haven't ventured too far over there, but I had it all mowed at one time, as much as I could, and found all the big chunks, but it's real rough, as you can see. It would have to be leveled to do anything with, and I don't know how much I want to put into it, because I don't know how much I'll get out of it. It's one of them things. If I do a bunch of work and get it really farmable, I'm not saying re-level the whole place, I'm just saying what's easily can be done, you know, just move a few rocks here and push a tree down here or whatever. How long until he sells it? If I do all that work and it sells that year or whatever, you know, I might have $500 worth of seed and not even got a crop off of it. But there's this spot over here that could easily be farmed. It's got a few rocks in it, but you can see where the brush grows up, and then right here where these darker weeds are, that's where it starts to rise up. But that area could be farmed with a little bit of work. And then I got over here, this was in beans, part of it was this tall grass. It can be farmed. It's got a few rocks in it that they picked out. And we got our trailers here. They're going to be getting moved somewhere else, I believe. We got another place we can put them. But this area, I thought about I could grow produce or something and try to grow some produce in it one year and then put it into hay till I get all the rocks picked out of it. But this was all grown up in shrubs right here. You can see some of them are starting to come back. I started mowing it, didn't get it all the way done. But there's all the trees and stuff I pulled out of here. And that goes back to the pond. But I gotta get back over here and do more clearing. And I'm just wondering, part of my main reason for making the video is from some of you more experienced farmers that rent ground and may have dealt with something like this. What would you do? Did you offer the guy rent and farm what's farmable? Or, you know, I was thinking about, I don't know what land's worth to rent, especially hay ground. That's another question I wanted to ask. What are you guys paying rent for hay ground? If you care to hand out that information. Some of you guys that follow me on Facebook or whatever, if you don't want to post it on YouTube, can message me on Facebook or message me through YouTube or whatever. But what are you guys paying for hay ground? And what else was I going to ask? Like, I'm storing my trailers here, and the guy also asked me to keep up on the property. You know, do I offer him a little bit less because I'm helping maintain the property? Or, you know, because I've been mowing this so it don't look like crap, and maybe that'll get him a seller or something. I'm good friends with the guy. He's a good guy. but at the same time I want to do something with it because I drive past it every day. And I wish I had a video before I started clearing it up so you guys could see what it looked like. There used to be an RV sitting here, had the sides folded in and everything, and a bunch of trees everywhere. And it's come a long way. Actually, people of the community was actually commenting about it. And then I parked these trailers out here and the township got in an uproar. That's a different story for another day, but when I was on my trip to Vegas, they called and was having a fit about these trailers being here. And they had no reason to be upset over it. So, but the video's kind of just, I want to kind of get the opinion of you guys that may have been in a situation like this, or might have an idea what to do here. Kind of don't know what to do. I was just going to forget it and not worry about it, but when I'm over here with these trailers, I look at, I can farm that ground and do something with it. I even told the guy, kicked around the idea of people are renting goats out to eat down overgrown areas they can't get mowers to, or woods. I thought about doing a practice run over in that area where it's real brushy. I'd have to get some fence and a little temporary shelter. I got that old stock trailer that I made a video about that I could put plywood down, and it would be a good temporary shelter for some goats. But this could be the area where that had its maiden voyage at. Or I could grow some, I like to grow in vegetables. I could grow vegetables here or whatever, but just let me know what you guys think. I hate to see ground like this go to waste, especially when I have the opportunity to do something with it. I gave up a field in town. I'm kind of regretting it, but it was more of a headache than it was worth. So, and these trailers, by the way, are full of straw now. FFA chapter baled rye and put in there. I wish they would have waited another day or two until it dried up. It was a little wet when they baled it. But I got to come up with 1,000 more bales, which is 2 trailer loads. And the guy we were going to get it from ended up saying that the straw crop wasn't good enough, so it's not tall enough. So, but anyways, let me know what you guys would do in this situation, something like that. If I want to do something, I want to start working the ground up now, because I'll probably replant that back into hay. And then this front, I don't know what I'll do with it. But if I want to plant the back, I'm going to have to start working it up now in order to kill all the grass. So, yeah, let me know what you think, what your thoughts are. I'd love to hear them, see what some of you guys would do. Maybe it's not fooling with. Maybe I just got too much hope in it. But anyways, thanks for watching.